Happy New Year! And welcome to my first video of 2022. Today in Art Club with Miss Burford, we're going to be celebrating the Chinese New Year with these Chinese New Year cards. You will need an A4 sheet of black card, 2 A4 sheets of red card, 1 A4 sheet of yellow card, a ruler, a pencil, a black pen, either some double-sided tape or a Pritt stick, some scissors, and something circular to draw around, which is 7 to 8 centimeters in diameter. The first step is to fold your black sheet of card in half like a book so it opens from the right hand side. And pop this to one side for now. We'll come back to this later as this is going to be our main base. Find something circular with a diameter of approximately 7 to 8 centimeters, and this size is perfect for your lantern shape. Draw around your circular template 8 to 10 times over your 2 red sheets of card. Then cut these out to the neatest of your ability. Then fold each of these circles in half and go along that crease and really fold it down so that it has a really defined line. Repeat this for all 8 to 10 circles. I only did 8 circles, I think it's enough, but it's just to add some extra definition and detail into your lantern if you want to do the 10. For each of your circles that you've just folded in half, add a strip of double-sided tape or Pritt stick to one of the outer semicircles. Then stick the sticky side of one of the semicircles with the double-sided tape or the glue onto another semicircle which is on the outer part again, but which doesn't have any glue or stickiness on it. Stick these together so they're back to back. Do this for every single semicircle section. As they stick together, they will start forming half of a 3D sphere. At this point, one of your ends of your half a sphere should have a sticky section on it, but you also need the other side of the sphere to have a sticky section too, so that it can later on stick to your A4 sheet of black card. For this next step, you'll want to get your leftover red card and create a rectangle which is 7 or 8 centimeters by 9 centimeters. Cut this rectangle out, and then when you have cut it out, you can add little strips which are approximately 2 millimeters wide and cut up your long side of your rectangle and leave about a centimetre across the top of your rectangle so you're not cutting strips all the way to the top. This will create a fringe or a tassel effect, but you want to do this all across the long side of your rectangle. Then along that section where you've left about a centimetre strip, you can either add Pritt stick or double-sided tape, and then you can roll up your tassels into a little cylinder. So start from one end and roll it really tightly, and it will stick to itself as you roll, as long as you've obviously got the stickiness there, and roll it all the way until you get to the other end. Cut another strip of the red card. This doesn't need to be any exact size. I just cut it fairly thin because this is going to be the handle for your lantern. Pop this to one side for now, and we're going to work on the yellow card for a moment to create a long, thin rectangle. So using the diameter of your circles that you did earlier, mine measured approximately 7 centimeters, add 2 centimeters to what your diameter is. So if you've got 8 centimeters diameter, yours is going to be a 10 centimeter length rectangle. But whichever length it is, your width of your rectangle is going to be 2 centimeters. Draw this, then cut it out. Then add either double-sided tape again or Pritt stick to the one side of your yellow rectangle. Whilst you have the sticky side facing up, add the tassely section to the bottom part of your yellow rectangle and your little hoop at the top, which is your handle, and then place this down, sticky side down, facing the black paper. And you want to try and line up the centre of the yellow rectangle with the centre of the black fold. Then we can go ahead and add that really cool circular centerpiece by taking off the double-sided tape on the outer parts of the semicircles, or adding some more Pritt stick and laying this down in the centre of your sheet of black card, and make sure you've got a bit of yellow poking at the top and yellow poking at the bottom so that it looks like a Chinese lantern. Fold this in half like a book to make sure that both sides are adhered to the black card. Then on that white piece of paper that I mysteriously forgot to mention earlier, sorry, you also need white paper for this project, you can write Happy New Year, Good Luck, Year of the Tiger, I believe it's Year of the Tiger in 2022, I have to double check that. Or some other traditional messages that might be used to celebrate the Chinese New Year, like health, wealth, happiness, etc. You could also write this on the white sheet of paper too. However, I went with traditional Happy New Year and tried writing it in Chinese as best as I could from what I could find online. You'll notice that I'm writing on a nice, neat rectangular piece of white paper, and this will fit nicely on the centre of the front of the card. I also added the year onto my card. Again, that's up to you if you want to add that. You can decide as a class or write your own individual messages on these good luck cards. But it is worth researching on an iPad or computer some symbols and some Chinese writing that's traditionally used for Happy New Year. When you're happy that you've done your writing correctly, you can then go over it and finalise it with a black pen. A thicker pen is better than a thin one, I think, for this, so it really stands out against the white. And if you stick your message onto the leftover red card, you can then give your white rectangle a nice red border. Just cut this out and then stick it onto the front of your card. On the inside of your card, add another message. So for example, if you did good luck on the outside, you could add what you wish for on the inside, so happiness, wealth and all that, like I mentioned before. Or you could do like I did and just say Happy New Year on the outside and good luck on the inside. So this is the good luck symbol. I went for the same idea again of going over my design with a black pen, having the white background contrast and using red as a border. I also went for a square rather than a rectangle this time, but I tried to keep angles as a thing throughout this project, to contrast against the circular design of the lantern. This is a great project for practicing folding and cutting skills. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more art lessons like this every week and other art related content every now and then. See you next week for more art with Miss Burford, and Happy New Year!